everyone! Today we're going to learn how to create a paper weaving and turn it into a project. You will need a paper loom. This is what a paper loom looks like. If it's folded in half, you can see that there are cuts that don't quite go all the way up. So when we open it up like this, it creates slits. And in those slits, we're going to weave paper. I like to write my name at the top. And when you're ready, you're going to start with your first strip of paper. We're going to try to go in an over-under pattern. So this first piece, I'm going to go over it. The second piece, I'm going to go under. And then I repeat over this one, under this one. You need both hands to weave. Slide it up to the top. Now we're going to start our second piece of paper. We want to switch this time. So instead of going over our loom, you're going to start by going under. So under, switch, over, then I go under, over, under. And when I slide it up, it starts to create that pattern of a checkerboard. I'm going to do one more strip. Now, if you forget to switch, I'll show you what that looks like. If I forget to switch and I do this green strip, when I slide the green strip up, see how it lines up with the last one? And if I even push hard, uh-oh, it's going to cover it up. So if that happens, you need to pull the strip out and make sure that you're doing the opposite. If you went underneath here, you know you need to go over. If I can see this here, I know I need to go under. So it's always the opposite of what you did before. Continue this pattern until you get to the bottom. When you get finished and you've slid all your strips up and you fit as many as you can, you're going to grab a glue stick and we need to glue our ends. This is so that our weaving doesn't fall apart. To glue the ends, you just flip them up, put a little glue down, and press them. So I'm going to go down this side and turn it around and get these three. Just flipping, gluing, and pressing. Glue stick works really good for this because then the paper doesn't get too wet. Now I need to flip it over to the back side. The side with your name is the back. I'm turning it around and finishing. So it ends up being 4 sides that you are checking. Okay, and cap your glue and return it when you're finished. The next step's going to be to select some brown paper. We're going to turn our weaving into a little bed quilt, and we need to make a bear go in our bed. So we're going to be making the bear out of construction paper. You can choose what color you want your bear to be, and we want to think about how big the bear should be. So I'm going to draw a circle for his head, and then 2 half circles or semicircles for his ears. And I can check by putting the quilt over it and seeing, okay, that's a good size. Now we also want to add some paws that are going to be sticking out over the top. And to do the paws, I'm going to do 2 more circles. There we go. Okay, so I have a head with 1 circle and 2 half circles, and then 2 more circles that are a little smaller than the head. Now, when we're cutting out these pieces, you don't want to cut on this line. So I'm going to put an X there. Okay, we want to cut out the head and the ears as one piece. When I'm trying to cut out something from a big piece of paper, it's good to get the extra paper out of the way. So I'm going to separate these like that. I'll cut out my head first, following my lines as closely as I can, going slow. When I get to this part, remember, I'm not going to go here. I need to turn this way so my ears are still attached. There. Okay. And the side with our pencil line is going to end up being the back. So when you flip it over, you have a nice clean shape. All right, I'll quickly cut out my next pieces. There, I've got my pieces out. I'll save this scrap because somebody else could use it, and these can go in the recycling. So I now have my quilt, my bear head, and 2 paws. He's going to be peeking out. So underneath his head, the bear needs a pillow. So you're going to grab a piece of patterned paper. These are just origami papers. And find one that you like. I think I'm going to choose this bright one. And that's going to go underneath the bear's head. And the bear's going to go in his bed like this. So when you're ready, you can get that glue stick out again and carefully glue the head to the pillow. The hands or paws sticking out over the quilt like this. And then a line of glue here and on the back of the paws. And yep, I'm going over my name, it's okay. And put that in. All right, if anything sticks up, make sure you glue it down. And draw on his face. I finished my bear's face. My bear is sleeping, so I drew smile lines to show that his eyes are closed. I added a little detail in his ears and in his paws. Once you're finished with that and everything is glued together as one piece, you'll need to get your background paper. It could be any color of your choosing. Something different than the color of your loom would be a good choice. And you're going to glue this down, remembering when we glue big items like this, you just need to glue around the edge and then turn it over and press down. And the rest of it is your choice. If you want to draw details for the edges of the bed, you can. If you want to draw and decorate the quilt, decorate the pillow, maybe cut and add more things out of paper, you can do that to make your bed look extra special. And just don't forget, when we add that new background, you need to write your name on the back. Thank you.